Good afternoon. My name is Gorraiz, and today I will be discussing our work titled Assessing the Utility of Spaced Repetition Software in Medical School, a Cohort Study. As we know, medical students have innumerable outside resources to prepare for their exams. The last decade has seen increased use of one called Anki. Anki is a free and open source flashcard application that uses spaced repetition principles to organize users' cards. Spaced repetition has been proven effective for decades, but there have been relatively few studies that evaluate the impact of software like Anki for medical courses, which usually only last a few weeks, and test the synthesis of conceptual knowledge as much as discrete facts. This is certainly true of the 3-week fuel metabolism course at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. Our hypothesis for our work is that students who use Anki to prepare for the fuel metabolism course exams will achieve higher scores than students who study without Anki. To examine this hypothesis, we wrote over 1,500 Anki flashcards designed to cover the course's learning objectives. We then offered these cards to students taking the 2020 iteration of the course. After the course ended, we requested the students to complete a survey detailing Anki usage, course performance, demographic information, and prior academic success as measured through MCAS score. The data was analyzed using a one-way BS ANCOVA model where score is the outcome variable, group, used Anki deck versus not, is the factor variable, and MCAT scores were a covariate controlled for. 3 ANCOVA models were run, one for each quiz and one for the final exam. Among the class, 104 responded to the survey and 92 responses were fully completed. About 68% of the respondents used Anki to study for the course, of which about 82 used the deck we created for this study, and the other 18 used some other biochem deck. Their use of whichever deck they used increased as the course progressed. The exam results found that while Anki deck users averaged lower scores on both of the 2 quizzes, they had higher average final exam score. These group differences, however, were not statistically significant. Despite these inconclusive results, 81% of the respondents felt their time using Anki was worthwhile, while about 4% said it was not worthwhile and the rest said it might be worthwhile. This is significant in itself because it reflects the growing demand of students to have course-aligned Anki decks provided by schools. This is something the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine is in the process of doing. Future studies would benefit by a similar design, however, with the ability to randomize subjects to one group or the other. This could help determine whether or not the perceived benefit of Anki is supported by exam results.